Yeah, so we were told that if shit hit the fan
Yeah.
and Russia decided to attack, there was a likelihood that we were going to respond. Okay.
What would you like to do?
The beard, we're gonna leave it alone.
Okay, it looks fantastic, by the way.
We're gonna leave it. I have about 3 more days before it has to go. So
Okay.
I'm gonna squeeze it out.
Legit, man.
For every bit
Yeah.
that I can. So 0
Okay.
and 6.
Okay.
A low 6 and yeah, high fade.
Okay. High fade all the way up to here. Like
Yeah.
Right around here. Okay. I can do that, man.
Yeah, and there's definitely a lot that was done
Yeah.
in the last year and 2 months for sure.
Yeah. All right. So for my viewers, please state your name, what you do, and I don't know where you're from, something like that. So.
Can I just give out my IG?
Of course.
All right, the name in IG is Chosen.Bastard. That's right.
I'll put that link in the description.
It's Chosen.Bastard.
All right.
The reason I don't put out my real name
Yeah.
on social media is because of
The line of work
my
you do.
career, my line of work.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. No, it's all good, man.
Still doing law enforcement and still in the military. So
Yep, it's all good, man. So, a year and a half is a long time, man. You know,
Yeah.
you haven't came back since then. What you been up to? What you been doing? All this stuff, man. Start from the beginning.
So I had been working as a peace officer for CDCR, and I did that for about a year and a half or so before I ended up leaving. I left in November of 2021, and I left because I got active duty orders to go overseas. I'm gonna skip the process as far as getting out there because
Rewind its part.
it's a lot. So we ended up getting overseas, and let me just tell you that I was introduced to an entirely new level of cold.
Cold.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It is cold. We got there and it was snowing. At first, it was very beautiful.
Yeah.
And
you enjoyed it for a few minutes.
Oh, right. It's like, oh man, this is actually nice.
Yeah.
We don't get this over from where I'm from, so it was really nice to take all that in. And then of course started to hurt. breathing started to hurt. Hands are getting numb. Joints are starting to hurt. And it didn't take very long for me to go from loving the snow to absolutely hating it.
Oh, bro.
And this is before we even went out on any missions or anything.
Yeah,
This is just like day one. Arriving there.
Over it already.
We were at a base in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
I have to be careful with what I say because
If
there are things that I'm not allowed to
that's perfectly fine. I'll turn off the camera for that. No, just joking.
Hey, I see it. It's on. We arrived, and of course we received a briefing.
Yeah.
And we were told that we weren't entirely sure. Well, they told us they weren't entirely sure where our government stood as far as our response to Russia attacking Ukraine if they decided to do that.
Oh yeah.
This right here I'm talking about. This is late January of 2022 or early.
So this was before they announced
February.
it on the news.
No, Russia hadn't attacked yet.
Oh, okay. But Russia's talking about attacking.
They were saying that they were not going to attack, but they were mobilizing all their equipment and their troops
Moving into the borders.
to the borders. Correct.
Yeah.
And so
And I was following that deeply on the news, you know, and YouTube channels and all that stuff. Man, people were like, that was all that was happening. You know what I mean?
yeah. So we were out there while this was happening. And,
Wow.
And again, I can't say what our mission was up there.
Yeah. Indisclosed.
Specifics, yeah.
Yeah.
But we were warned that there was a possibility that if do you allow cussing in your videos?
Oh yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
Okay, 'cause I'm not, you know.
Say how you want to say it, man.
Yeah, so we were told that if shit hit the fan
Yeah.
and Russia decided to attack, there was a likelihood that we were going to respond.
Oh wow.
And we're infantrymen, so there's always that possibility for us, that high possibility that they're going to send us to the front lines, because that is, after all, the job.
Yeah. Now, how did you feel about that? That, like, did you call your wife and kids? I mean, like, what would you say? Like, yo, like, if this happens, I have to, you know, like, we're doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I personally was actually not afraid. I was a bit nervous, but I wasn't. Here's the thing: like, there was a lot of young guys in our unit who were considerably younger than I am, because I'm 31, and some of these guys were 18, 19, 20,
Fresh off
21.
the boat, man. Yeah.
They were really scared, and they would look to us, the older guys, for guidance and just to get our thoughts on the entire situation and where we stood and all that. You know, and I told them that I would tell them that this is part of the job. It's the military. You know, at the end of the day, we're numbers. We're out there to do a job, and we signed the dotted line, and no one forced.
That's so comforting.
Oh, I wasn't trying to comfort them. I was telling them.
Yeah.
I'm a realist. I'd rather speak the truth.
Yeah.
Like it is.
But that's 100% though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you signed up for this.
Right. Whether
you know?
it sounds pretty or not. To me, that's besides the point. I'm gonna say it like it is.
Yeah.
And I would tell them, like, hey man, you know, this is not the time to fold. This is the time for you to remember why you got in the first place, and remember that this specific job in the military that you chose is a combat job, and
I mean, it's infantry, right?
Right.
So
you gotta just get mentally prepared for whatever may come, because again, at the time Russia was denying that they were going to attack or had intentions of attacking.
Yeah.
But the U.S. had it as highly likely that they were going to follow through with it.
Yeah.
And
dang, man.
now I can't remember the exact date, but I definitely do remember the day that it happened. That they finally came out and told us that Russia had officially commenced their invasion in Ukraine.
Yeah. So there's a lot of speculation on why they invaded. You know what I mean? But like, is it for more land? I mean, like, are they running out of resources? I mean, like, is it because of the NATO thing? You know what I mean? Like, all of this is the news, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's like speculation, right? But
what it really comes down to is NATO's getting a little too close to their borders. It's what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
And Russia had assurances. There was a time when Russia had assurances from the West that they no longer have. And they feel that they were in a position where if they didn't do something, NATO was going to close in on them.
Oh yeah.
Much closer than they already are.
Yeah.
And they started their invasion, and it was a quiet day. It was a very, very quiet day. Everybody was in their heads, and you did have those guys that are, those guys that are like, fuck yeah, we're doing this. We're
Finally.
Yeah. A week from now, we're gonna be in the fucking trenches, boys. We're gonna stack Russian bodies. Let's fucking do this. And, so.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. And there was a lot of those, and.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why they joined up, to see some action, right?
Right.
I mean, like,
right.
you got to think about, like, you're in it for, like, maybe 5, 6, 7 years, and you don't see anything.
Right.
And you do all this training to prepare for this, and you don't get to do shit with it.
Right.
And so it's like, my life has a purpose now. You know what I mean? Like, I trained for this, my career's in this, I'm doing this, I'm protecting my country. I mean, that's just, yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
totally.
and a lot of true colors came out.
As in, who's
a fucking coward and who's not.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, a lot of true colors came out. A lot of guys. A lot of guys showed their courage, and there was those that, you could tell those that signed up for all the wrong reasons because they got all spooked.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that from what I saw, all the other countries that were there, this is a NATO base. So there's other militaries that were present. We're sharing the same space with Britain, the 82nd Division came through, our Air Force came through. Like I said, Britain was there. We saw, of course, the Polish, the Romanians, and I believe we saw the French there too.
It's
we did pass by Germany, and I also went to Lithuania. And we definitely have a presence there too.
Oh man.
We were in the time that we were there. Once the invasion started, our numbers completely blew up. We just occupied a lot of different bases, and and let me just tell you that the people over there, they would see us on the street, and they would grab us by the uniform and pleading, please don't leave us, please don't leave, the Russians are coming, please do not leave.
Man,
we're gonna get killed, they're gonna fucking kill us, do not leave our country, please. They were begging us not to leave their country.
Yeah, they give me chills, man.
Now, of course, like,
it's not up to you.
It's not up to us, we're just like, hey man, we're following orders, but but we would comfort them, we would tell them, we would tell them like, hey, we're not leaving, we're here to stay, you're safe, don't worry about the Russians, we're here to keep you safe. And so we would try and comfort them, and they would beg us not to leave.
That's insane,
and there's so much that the news doesn't show. There's a lot that gets swept under the rug, and a lot that goes unsaid and unshown. There's a lot that happened out there that I'm actually, I won't talk about it because I'm trying not to think about those things, and and talking about it just makes it that much more difficult to forget about these things.
So how do you keep yourself sane, bro? The gym, I mean, like, family, things like that, but like, how do you mentally recover from seeing those kind of traumatic, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Is there a secret that you do? Is there? Just-
No. You know, speaking with fellow veterans. And, speaking with the fellow soldiers that went out there and talking with them and.
So definitely talking about it, not just bottling that shit in there, right?
Right, definitely talking about it,
yeah.
but talking about it to very specific people. When I consider myself to be a man with a fairly firm mind.
Yeah.
And I have never, I can honestly say I've never truly experienced depression. And until I believe it or not, it's not while I was out there. It was when I got back. And it was hard, man.
Yeah.
It was hard. Coming back was hard. You would think the opposite.
You would think you'll want to come back, right?
And I thought that too.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get back home. To get my life going and leave all this shit behind.
Yeah.
But, so it's strange to me. I still to this day can't put my finger on it. I can't figure out exactly why I would get depressed.
So
it's like you're back. Why the fuck would you be depressed? But it happened. It was just like it was just weird.
No, it happens to everybody, bro. Honestly, I was reading some statistics. I've also I have some nephews that is joining, right? All the kind of stuff, and I was doing research on this because I want to see what I can do to help. Right? I want to see what I can do my part when I'm over here. Anyways, so they say that when you're over there, you have purpose. You have reason for living. You have you have orders. You have you're doing things, and over here, you really don't have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when people search their whole lives for purpose, and in the military, you have it. You know what I mean? And so they said that's one of the reasons why. Also too, like the traumatic stress of it, all this stuff, But again, it's just all talk. Like I haven't been there, I haven't done anything like that. So honestly, personally, I don't know.
There's no real transition. So this was something that definitely hit everybody. I did reach out to the other guys just to see how they were doing, and at first I thought it was just me, but it turns out we were all going through something like very similar.
Yeah.
When we got back, but they all pretty much said the same thing. They got back and everything was just kind of lifeless and gray.
No, that's
I thought about it, and I think that it's the sudden expectation of going from one world to the other.
Yeah.
So, because it's literally from one moment to the next. Like there is no smooth transition. There is no
switch, right? Like
it's switch. It's very sudden. It's you're a soldier this moment. And now you're a husband, you're a father, you're a boyfriend, you're you gotta go mow the lawn, you gotta go take care of the bills, you gotta go. You're no longer responding to you're no longer seeing the guys to your right and to your left. You're not. It's orders are gone. Just everything just disappears from one moment to the next. It's very sudden.
Dang.
And life in the infantry sucks. I want to be clear about that. It's not like, oh, I miss it. I love my life over there. Like, no, the infantry fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a pleasant lifestyle.
Yeah.
You'll have very rough days.
Yeah.
Very frequently. For one reason or another, something's always happening. And yeah, you know, coming back to full-blown liberty, drive your own car, go wherever you want. You don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have any time hacks. And you would think that would make you happy, and you'd be happier than ever.
Yeah, you know,
But
that is such...
strange, huh?
It's strange, and it's so deep as well, right? Because all we're trying to look for is a financial freedom to do whatever we want to do, right? And then to be happy, right? But it's like when you go over there, it's not like you're happy because it fucking sucks, right?
It does. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, you know, that's...
You do get tight with everybody there.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
You know, you're sweating, bleeding. You know, together.
I mean, you put your life on the line for these guys, and they do the same for you.
Right.
And it's like, who here would, you 100% would say that guy's got my back 100%? Well, you know what I mean, right? Yeah.
It's
Man,
it's a different world.
Yeah.
I'm very happy I went through with it, and I experienced everything that I did, and I have no regrets. But I am done. I get out in May.
Oh wow! Congratulations, man. You're almost there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you thought about besides doing the peace officer thing? Have you thought about picking up something else to like everybody needs a creative side. You know what I mean? Something to say like, well, I made that, or I did that, or like that's something that I personally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you thought about something like that?
I am working on a couple different projects.
Oh, sweet, man.
Yeah, I am working on a couple different projects, but you and your viewers have to sign a disclosure agreement before we can talk about any of that.
Yeah. Nah, it's all good, man. You know, a lot of times people keep talking about things and it never gets done. Sometimes you just got to keep that shit to yourself, and that's how you get it done, right? By your actions speaks louder than words. You know what I mean? I could sit here and say that, hey, I'm going to open up a car wash, right? But it's when I actually do that, because, people are assholes sometimes. They don't care from A to B. They only care about the results, right? Like, oh, Meng opened up a car wash. They don't care how I got there, whose money I borrowed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right.
I understand. And it's the spotlight effect. It's really what it is. Everybody is experiencing this movie, and they make everything about themselves, and it's hard for people to be selfless. If I talk about things like honor, the younger generations see that as something comical, and it's hard. It's hard to find those things in people nowadays, and it's not impossible, because I do know a decent amount of people that not only believe in things like honor, but genuinely act in an honorable way, and do things honorably, and carry themselves in a very firm but positive way.
Respectful, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So let's take a look real quick. 6 on top, high fade. I actually went just a little bit lower than a 1, but it's like it's like as 00 basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and but yeah, man. Didn't touch the beard.
That's right. Yeah.
So if you want it higher, I can bring it higher. If you want anything up more off the top, I can do that as well.
It actually looks really damn good, just the way it is right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome, man. So I'm just gonna take this off, get the lining, and we'll call it good, man.
All right.
I've been really thinking about what it takes to be a good man, right? And I've been asking a lot of people this question too, but it's like me being a new father myself, like me having boys that I have to raise to be men, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what's your advice on being just like a good person, right? Like a good man, a good father, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do for your kids, because you have daughters, right?
Yeah.
and so I work in the domestic violence, sexual assault field, so I know that self-consciously daughters are going to look for men like their fathers. Sons are going to look for women like their mother, self-consciously, right? So anyways, so yeah, any advice on that for me?
Well, there's something you said earlier, right? Lead, I would say lead by example.
Okay.
Like you said, you know, it's best not to talk about it, just be about it, and inspire the youth. And the thing is, I would say that whatever your goals are, you have to do it for you. Like, don't do it for anybody else, but for you to succeed. And because that happens automatically when you succeed, those around you, your loved ones, succeed too.
That's true.
And I would say definitely the golden rule, right? Just treat everybody the way that you want to be treated, and sometimes when you are not treated the way that you should be treated, do not waste any of your attention on those people, because my biggest thing is positivity. Just staying absolutely positive, no matter what, and finding the good in everything. It's a very difficult thing to do sometimes, especially in a world like the one we live in today, but it is not impossible. And at the end of the day, it's what has helped me a lot, like get through a lot of the different shit that I've been, you know, dealing with in more recent times. But at the end of the day, I do not give myself any excuses, no matter what. And it goes from something difficult to something as simple as not feeling like working out. Oh man, I really want to just lay in bed tonight, watch some TV and chill out. It's just like, today is not the day for me to go and work out. Yeah. But you know what? That to me is called complacency. And I will not allow myself to get complacent. So I will lead by example, and I go and I get my routine in, and after putting in the work, I actually feel better about myself. Like,
That's true.
All right, I'm glad I fucking did it.
Yeah.
I might be fucking sore and all tired and shit, but I'm glad I did it. And then 3 days later, when you're not sore and feeling real nice and firm, it's like, and you're really appreciating, you know. That's right. So it just goes. It just goes into everything. Yeah. Everything that I do, I'm really committed and driven to genuinely get it done. Yeah. You know, no excuses, and fuck giving excuses to people and all that. I'm about not giving excuses to myself. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Wait. We're gonna do it before and after. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. All right. But hey, we're gonna end here, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that that was inspiring to me. So I know that's gonna be inspiring for someone else too. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being here. And I'm glad you like the cut, man. Yeah. This Meng Lo is my go-to person out here. It's crazy how you cannot find anybody out here in this area that will give you a haircut like they do in South California. That's right. It's me, baby. I really do genuinely believe you are the only one. So, and I've tried different people. Oh yeah. And it's like, you are the go-to person. Oh. So yeah, the goat. The Meng the goat. Yeah, for sure, the goat. Yeah. But all right, guys, stay tuned for the next one. If you like videos like this, please subscribe, like, and share this video with other people. All right, thank you.